Happy 2024, expanding through the quantum door. Kundalini, Crescendolini, dream awake, our inner genie. Happy New Year is twofold. Marriage of the new and old. Happy New Year, N-E-W. Happy New Year, K-N-E-W. Yes, there is nothing new other than what we divinely knew. Kundalini, Crescendolini, dream awake, our inner genie. Great crescendo through the window, happy new we are. Great crescendo through the window, happy new we are. Happy 2024, beloveds, as we are expanding through the quantum door, remembering who we are, divinely awakening forevermore. The number 24 carries great significance in that we have 24 hours in a day, 24 time zones on our planet. So the frequency of 24 keys into both time and eternity. And time when appropriately decoded, is the microcosm of eternity. And so the frequency of 2024 is a vibrational access code to eternal resonance. Even the numerological frequency, 20, 2 and 0 is 2, and 2 and 2 is 4, and 4 and 4 is 8, and 8 is the archetype of infinity. And so as we cross the threshold into 2024, we have this amazing opportunity to come into greater resonance with both infinity and eternity. 24 hours in a day, 24 time zones on our planet. And every hour on the hour is the chalice container of eternity. The whole of eternity lives in the resonance of the now. And when we look at that which is new, or that which is now, N-O-W, when we flip it, we have W-O-N. When we are in the now, we have won. We cannot win unless we are in the resonance of the now. That's what it is to be in the present moment. When we are unwaveringly in the present moment, then we are in the embrace of that sacred access code to the whole of eternity. Eternity is contained within every sacred now moment. And so the 2024 frequency, with the emphasis on the 24, and the 24 hours in the day, and the 24 time zones on our planet. And so even in this now moment, we are on Eastern time. On Pacific time, it's 3 hours earlier. And yet the commonality of every given time is now. In the New Year's experience, we experience midnight 24 times on our planet because we have 24 time zones and the 24 hours in our day. Happy 2024, expanding through the quantum door. In the quantum field of infinite possibilities is all of our heart's desires. Everything that we want to bring into being, every resolution that we might have for the upcoming year, is a resonance of that which is already fulfilled in the quantum realm of infinite possibilities, which is the womb of creation, the womb of infinite probabilities and possibilities. And so every blessing that we are wanting already exists in the womb of creation, in the quantum field, in the eternal now, and the infinite here. Our power lies in being in the now of every time and the here of every space. Within the now of every time is eternity. Within the here of every space is infinity. We are in the now of every time and the here of every space. Every time is now, every space is here, and everyone is us. So I offer these next vocal harmonics as carrier waves for the fulfillment of all of our most sacred intentions. Divine Creator, we are so grateful that all of our dreams have already come true, alive and well, as formless frequencies of reality in the womb of creation, in the mind of God, in the quantum field, the eternal now, the infinite here. And so, with the celebrating power of the entire ascended host and God, Goddess Almighty, celebrate the fulfillment of our highest intentions, our sacred resolutions, not seeking for something to come into being, being in the power of being where we are going before we get there. Because in the eternal truth, we are always already there. We give thanks for these frequencies of sound current, in the recognition that these sound frequencies are our elders from the celestial realms, portaling through this three-dimensional reality to quicken our awakening into our fifth dimensional remembering of who and what we truly are. By virtue of the frequency of sound, we awaken in consciousness And I say to you, every one of my beloveds, no matter what your heart's desire is, it has already been given. Therefore, see what is needed, feel what is needed, see and feel it as though you've already succeeded. Have faith in advance so that good is never left to chance. Invoke the spirit of fire. Purge the enemy of your desire. Make the wise decision to maximize your vision. Make the wise decision to maximize your vision. All is well in the kingdom of this sacred moment of now. All is well in the kingdom of our soul. We are so honored, ecstatic, and grateful to be the resonance of our being. Come home to ourselves. I'm going to now offer the frequency of spirit rap. Many of you are aware of spirit rap. I released it in the year 2000, in the month of January, in fact, so it's now been doing its work for right about 24 years. And many people say that spirit rap has literally saved their life. And it has a tremendous momentum. It has come to be one of the most revered and beloved invocations. And so I offer now spirit rap to facilitate the quickening of our empowerment into having all of our dreams fulfilled. Align in divine awareness with me. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full cellular ascension of my being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, in this now, with the full support of God, Goddess, the Ascended Master Realm, to include our Ascended Master Self, Father Saint Germain, Sananda, the Holy Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy, Archangel Michael and the legions, Ashtar and the entire command, Babaji, Raphael, Gabriel, Clan of the Trumpet Angels, Aboriginal and Tribal Shaman, Goddesses of Fortune, Angels of Light, Elohim, Clan of the Serpents, Shiva, all Christ frequencies, all animal totems, elementals of fire, air, water, and earth, all divine beings of light, love, and ascension, named and unnamed, activate the cells within my being who are your counterparts, with the unified power of the One. I decree my highest good always operating in this now. I decree grace and mercy always operating in this now. I invoke, decree, and dream awake the full truth and reality of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake with every breath that I breathe the violet fire transmuting my whole being. I invoke and dream awake the full current of ascension in every cell of my being. I am ascended. I invoke and dream awake expanded God consciousness fully realized in me as unlimited abundance fulfilling my every need and desire. I invoke and dream awake the ending of procrastination, tiredness, blockages, obstacles, and unhealthy belief systems. I decree immediate abundance in my life. I invoke and dream awake my liberation from all karmic debt, I am infinite opulence. I invoke and dream awake my personal empowerment in every instant that anyone is impacted by my being and creations. I invoke and dream awake the infinite empowerment of my sexual, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and financial relationship with life. I invoke and dream awake sacred sexuality, erotic innocence, and always express the sacredness of sexual force for pleasure, creativity, and healing. I invoke and dream awake world universal healing from all sexual woundedness and shame. I invoke and dream awake worldwide release of all manipulating forces and beings who would control humanity past, present, and future. I invoke the angels and ascended masters to realign and heal all misused energy, to include the full restructuring of our DNA. I invoke and dream awake the transmutation of all negative and judgmental projections. I invoke and dream awake my constant ability to be centered and balanced in my psychic perceptions and empathic nature. All overwhelming psychic energies are released by me automatically, easily, effortlessly. I am empowered by everything. I invoke and dream awake my lucid dreaming each night I sleep and total remembering when I awake. I invoke and dream awake my infinite harmony with God, Goddess I am. I invoke and dream awake the full expression of my miraculous healing power. My life is a continuous stream of miracles. I invoke and dream awake my infinite ability and willingness to receive all life's blessings. I invoke and dream awake a constant attitude of gratitude for my whole life, all my accomplishments and blessings, including the same for the universe at large. I invoke and dream awake the full blessings of God, Goddess, the ascended masters, angels, guides, and beings of light to bless this earth. I invoke and dream awake all my decrees, invocations, and prayers I have released to the universe and open myself to God's response, support, and love in my highest good. I invoke and dream awake the release of all past, present, and future lifetimes of decrees and vows which would bind me to limitation, lack, density, and anything not of ascension in this now. I invoke and dream awake the full reclaiming of my eternal self as powerful, loving, and fully aligned in abundant God consciousness. I invoke and dream awake the total dissolving of all manipulating forces which would bind this earth plane in fear. I invoke and dream awake the influence of the ascended master realm and angels to intercede and raise the vibrations higher to bring darkness into the light, raising the frequency of love and God consciousness on planet Earth in this now. I invoke and dream awake the ascension of planet Earth in this now. I invoke and dream awake the ascension of my soul and your soul in this now. In this now. In this now. remembering who you are, coming home to yourself, remembering that you are divine. What was lost, you have now found. Remember and walk on wings, riding the bliss Ascension brings. I wasn't wanting to do that. I was wanting to do a different thing. Well, technology can be a trickster sometimes, and that's okay. It's all good. Everything's in divine order. So gratitude for presencing with me. Gratitude for coming home to self. Gratitude for knowing that all your needs are met. Gratitude for the courage that is an eternal resonance within your being. Gratitude for being your own champion and having your own back. Gratitude for knowing that when you truly have your own back, that the whole universe is portaling through you. When you truly have your own back, the universe has your back. God, Goddess Almighty has your back. Because you are, we are, all the very essence of Creator Source, the essence of that which is divine. And so, as we cross this threshold into this new year, let it be a new resonance of our relationship with eternity, a new resonance with understanding the simultaneous realities. We see it on a microcosmic scale or micro scale when we have 12, or that is we have 24 time zones on our planet. And every time a time zone experiences the midnight hour, it is the resonance of now. And every moment of the midnight hour is aligned with and interconnected with every other moment of the midnight hour. Just like every sacred moment is a carrier wave for the whole of eternity. And so even when there are moments of despair and pain, in that very same moment, there are simultaneous versions of reality where there is no pain. So sometimes we allow the dial of our awareness to become trapped in focusing upon the broadcast of pain and despair. But just as there are multiple channels on our radio and multiple channels on the TV set, but it is a matter of what broadcast are you tuned to. And so it's time for us to turn the dial of our awareness to the broadcast of our abundance. Turn the dial of our awareness to the broadcast of our eternal victory. Our eternal victory, our infinite intelligence, cosmic consciousness, our abundance that is limitless, all exists simultaneously. All realities exist simultaneously, with the distinction that all realities are not simultaneously activated. We activate them by way of turning the channel of our awareness or the dial of our awareness to that broadcast that we want. And we become the quantum observer to therefore observe into being what it is that we are wanting. And so let us observe into being our quantum abundance. Let us observe into being our happiest relationships. When we want to be fulfilled in relationship, wisdom is we own all of the relationship fulfillment that is, was, or ever will be. Any being fulfilled in relationship is our own self, fulfilled in relationship by extension. And so there is wisdom and empowerment in learning to look beyond the exclusiveness of what's going on in our individual life and relative to our individual being. Yes, we have an individual being, and yet that is not all of what we are. We are exclusively an individual, yet we are all-inclusively the whole universe. And so let us align with the all-inclusiveness of who we are as the whole of the universe, in the recognition that any abundant and wonderful thing that is taking place in the universe, with any being in the universe, is also a personalization of our own experience. If we don't turn the dial of our awareness to that broadcast of our oneness in all of the goodness in the whole of life in the universe, then we don't benefit from the great all-inclusiveness of who we are, and we become trapped in the exclusiveness of our being as an individual. Yes, our individual being is important. It is the means by which we express our uniqueness of being, or the uniqueness of the being of God Almighty is expressed through our individual being. We each are an unduplicatable expression and gift unto Creator Source, unto God, Goddess Almighty. Each one of us gives something to Creator that Creator can only get from us. You are an unduplicatable blessing unto Creator Source. And knowing that becomes a means by which your self-esteem is skyrocketed through the roof of the cosmos. And so it's time to be aware of the gift that you are to Creator, the gift that you are to the universe, the gift that you are to yourself. Really important to be loving on yourself. That's why I've said in one of my poems, entitled, I Do Take Me, I love myself with all my heart, eternal knowing God impart, no more hatred, no more pain, legacy of heaven mine to claim. The ego was in hate with me, a self-induced catastrophe. Others began to hate me too. In the lower frequency, hate's reflection became my due. When I look in any mirror, each reflection is my own. If I dislike that which I am, rejection by others will be shown. In self-acceptance let me grow, to hereby let all others know I want them to accept me too. They only follow what I do. I ask myself to marry me, to thus fulfill my destiny. I promise always to be true. Self-love and honor I am due. Sweet self, I'm sorry for the pain. Forgive and love me once again. I want me for eternity, a better lover than to be. Now every bond is sweeter too, for loving me is loving you. Within the temple of heaven's house, I do. Take me to be my spouse. Happy 2024, expanding through the quantum door. Kundalini, Crescendolini, dream awake our inner genie. Happy New Year is twofold, marriage of the new and old. Happy New Year, N-E-W. Happy New Year, K-N-E-W. Yes, there is nothing new other than what we divinely knew. Kundalini, Crescendolini, dream awake our inner genie. Great crescendo through the window. Happy new we are. Great crescendo through the window. Happy new we are. It's so important to be mindful of where our focus of consciousness is at during the transition of one year to the next, because that transition carries the full power of the preceding year and the upcoming year. And so where consciousness is focused at that particular time is so important. And so we align our energies together here to empower our transition and journey into the year 2024, to align with our relationship with eternity. I speak these words and this quantum Ascension affirmation for our empowerment. We align in divine awareness. I align in divine awareness with my 1st through 12th chakras, my feet, and 12 strands of DNA, which are infinite, eternal, omnipresent, all-dimensional, omnipotent, omniscient. And I lay my 1st through 12th chakras, my feet and 12 strands of DNA upon the altar of the Most High. And we receive from the Most High unto our 1st through 12th chakras, our feet and 12 strands of DNA, the blessing, the anointing, the baptism, and the quickening. Our 1st through 12th chakras, our feet and 12 strands of DNA are clear, activated, and eternally expanding in ascension through the 5th dimension and beyond. We, as our 1st through 12th chakras, feet and 12 strands of DNA, are present everywhere and absent nowhere. I am in the now, of every time, and the here of every space. I am that I am. Gratitude, Divine Creator. Gratitude for this sacred moment that we share. Gratitude for our coming home to who and what we truly are. Gratitude for our victory over all of our trials and tribulations. Gratitude, we do indeed come home to ourselves. And because everyone is so resonant with prosperity and wanting to bring in abundance, I'm going to close out with transmitting some frequency to you while I play my track Prosperity Master Plan, which is from my album Ascension, Love, and the Word Became Flesh, album 1. So you'll hear the album playing and the recitations that I'm offering in the album. And while I'm playing that, I will be transmitting frequency. And so I'm going to join with you in the sanctuary of us. See, in every relationship, there's you and there's me, and then there's us. And us is the elder of every relationship connection. Most people see relationship as a couple, but in the highest resonance, relationship is a trinity. See, that you, me, and us. Us is wiser than you. Us is wiser than me. Us has got your back and it's got my back. And us is a faster access code to God than you or me, because us is the combination of both of our energies. So as I transmit this frequency, I will be joining with you in the sanctuary of us, that middle place between our interchange where we join as one. And as you hear the transmission from the recording, I will be sending you some very, very special frequency. So here it is. Allow the lavish resonance of God's abundant nature to express through me as me. I hold this truth for the omnipresence of life. I allow my awareness and knowing to remember that I am the I am presence from which all my substance and supply comes. I celebrate the truth that I am the heir of all goodness. This is my time. I am so grateful. I look forward to sharing this great substance and supply with the whole world in manifested form. I am therefore have multiple streams of income flowing from known and unsuspected sources. I am therefore feel celebration and sacred pride in the success of all as my own success by extension. I feel the presence of my lavish abundance fashioned out of the fabric of my own mind and soul. My being is one of infinite prosperity. All my wealth and riches are real in this very moment. My abundance is always immediate. Now is my access code to all wealth. I am therefore a billionaire of being, allowing my expression as a multi-billionaire. My consciousness of God is the true reality of my supply. I am therefore aware of my God self, the Christ within, as my source and my supply. I honor that the origin of my abundance is the womb of the great within, the great manifestation, the creator of all manifestations. I am therefore who I really am. I live, move, and have my being as the presence of the divine. Divine mind is the all-providing activity within me, pouring forth my limitless supply. That which I allow for me, I also allow for the all that is. In realizing that my inner being is the root of my supply, I therefore also realize that first and foremost, I am my own inner money substance, and my outer money is the offspring of God within me. My inner money substance is the primordial cause, and my outer money is the material effect. Outer money, people, places, and conditions are the privileged conduits through which my unlimited supply flows from the wellspring of my inner source. The principle of supply is always in action, manifesting the immediate fulfillment of all my needs and desires. I trust in my inner supply to instantly and continually crystallize and form circumstances and experiences of my needs and desires fulfilled. I am therefore in a constant living meditation, resonating the light of this truth. I am therefore, I let go and let God pour forth the all-sufficiency of abundance into my life and affairs. Divine consciousness within me lovingly fulfills this responsibility. My true nature is to always be abundant. I honor, allow, and embrace the truth of my abundant supply. The kingdom of heaven is my own. Spirit within me is the divine power that lifts me up and makes everything new. I bless the years, the locus of negative thinking of Eden, and like the phoenix, this energy now rises up to support the fulfillment of the great abundance that I desire. I honor that I am this abundance, and it is formed from the substance of my spirit. I am therefore completely fulfilled by my God self within me. My awareness of this truth allows my goodness, blessings, and supply to continuously flow down the corridors of forever. I am relaxed in the ease and grace of the eternally flowing stream of my abundance. God within me is the only cause of my prosperity. The activity of divine abundance within me is my focus. My inner being is the substance of all things visible. I feel the full measure of my abundance. My prosperity supply feels so good. I am therefore lavishly rich in my consciousness of my soul as the individualized expression of infinite prosperity. God within me is my eternal source and supply. I am therefore so rich, a billionaire of being. The products of my blessings are distributed in my outer world of manifestations after being created and manufactured in the innermost recesses of my divine being. My spirit is the substance of all my blessings and manifestations. Abundance is the frequency of manifestation. The wellspring of abundance is bred from my divine self within. Prosperity is the natural activity of my inner being. Light and truth are the origin of all my blessings. My inner substance is the first stage and the greater measure of all my blessings. I am divine substance yielding massive, forever expanding supply. I am therefore infinite prosperity consciousness. I allow, receive, manifest, and live my awareness of the infinite prospering activity of God within me as the source and supply of my abundance. I am therefore have unlimited awareness of the truth of my infinite prosperity. Therefore, my abundance is unlimited. God within me is the source and substance of my infinite supply. I am therefore I invite you, beloved, to see and feel and know beyond this three-dimensional form, these three-dimensional vocal cords, and to know that the frequency that is coming through comes from an all-dimensionality of being. I'm so grateful that I can transmit that frequency through my voice and through my form. But I want you to look larger in this physical presence and know there's something so grand and expanded coming through. So in this last transmission, really allow the sound currents to be carrier waves to carry forth your most sacred life intentions, prayers and resolutions. Thank you for presencing with me. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Astarius Miraculii, transmission complete. Be sure and visit my website, astarius.com, astarius.com. A great number of music albums and a couple of books. Once again, the track that I was transmitting to is called Ascension, or that is a Prosperity Master Plan from the album Ascension, Love, and the Word Became Flesh, album 1. And the other track that was playing for the greater majority of the beginning and up to a great portion of our time was from Sonic Ascension, a tribute to Sedona. And I have a couple of books available also. I am available for intuitive astrological readings and quantum ascension coaching. And I also practice and teach Reiki and then sound transmissions with didgeridoo and vocal harmonics. And I do this work virtually, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, though if you happen to be in Central Florida, you're welcome to have an in-person session as well. So I appreciate you, I champion you, and I am in the full embrace of your victory because you are infinitely worthy of and welcome to your victory in life. I love you so much.